afternoon and welcome to Bob Pate Stadium for today's United Premier Soccer League match between Superior City FC and Vlora FC. We'll announce each team's starting lineup, beginning with Superior City FC. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Drew Senich. Number 4, at forward, William Francis. Number 10, forward, Kai Marsden. Number 14, on defense, Malcolm Lumsden. Number 13, midfielder, Evan Ridd. Number 7, on defense, Cameron Ross. Number 3, on defense, Nicholas Braun. Number 18, midfielder, Ryan Tumsh. Number 11, forward, Enrico Zena. Also at forward, Tadi Wanishi Taguta. And number 22, midfielder, Callum Greenan. And now, here's the starting lineup for Vlora FC. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Holden Waldron. Number 2, on defense, Geronimo Zelaya. Number 4, on defense, Oscar Alvarez. Number 5, on defense, Rodolfo Batisti. Number 7, midfielder, Easton Hoke. Number 8, midfielder, Nacho Gonzalez. Number 9, at forward, Iba Inda. Number 10, midfielder, Redwan Barrow. Number 18, midfielder, Benjamin Pena. Number 16, midfielder, Luis Mencia. Number 19, Johnny Oliveira. For those who are able, please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Good afternoon. Welcome to Bob Pate Stadium for today's United Premier Soccer League match between Superior City FC and Vlora FC. My name is Skip Newton, and as I bring in my partner, Dominic DeSonio, this is a match between two teams near the top of the standings. It's kind of a big game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's kind of in the tone of that 1826 game in the sense that this is on paper, a big matchup. These are two teams that are expected to be about where they are in the standings preseason-wise, and either one has a shout at a playoff qualification spot. So should be a really entertaining game between two good teams.
Excellent. Yeah, Vlora coming in with 3 wins and a draw. They're in third place with 10 points. I believe just 2 or 3 points out of first place. So definitely within striking distance. 10 goals so far in the regular season, just 2 against. They did have a draw in their last league match versus Twin Stars. And then Superior City in fourth place, so right behind them with 7 points. opportunity here for Superior City to hold to a even place in the standings. They have 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. They've scored 9 goals with 7 against. And just looking at the stats from a distance, the 2 goals allowed by Vlora in 4 matches versus 7 by Superior City in the same number of matches. Yeah. That indicates that Vlora is really playing some good defense and probably some good goaltending as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been a really strong start for Vlora defensively. And I think on the other side of things, that's something to really look for tonight. The Superior City team has a lot of quality, but has struggled with those clean sheets and those kinds of things. So it seems like there's room for a currently really explosive Vlora offense to get some stuff done.
Would be nice to see. Put a couple of tallies in the first half. Always makes it more enjoyable for the home crowd here. As you can see, the teams are on the pitch, just about ready to kick this thing off. Superior City wearing their road blues. They'll be going left to right, with Vlora wearing white going right to left. There is a breeze going left to right, so at Superior City's back here in the first half. Let's see if that plays a factor at all. On an otherwise gorgeous Memorial Day Sunday afternoon here, just a little under 70 degrees. No humidity to speak of, so perfect weather.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like these last several men's games we've been progressing towards the best weather possible, and today might be the best yet.
And we are off. Vlora didn't have the opening kick, but immediately takes possession, looking to advance that down the pitch. They turned that one over early. Also up here helping out is our producer, Katie Brink, and her daughter, Jane, manning the drums as usual. Vlora cross this one into the penalty area. Trouble here early for Superior City. Knocking on the door there was Hope. Good defense shielding off, unable to get a shot out of that. Nice move in and out. Marsden quickly runs into some defenders there and turned over back to Vlora. Gonzalez had that one. Some English on that. Headed forward. An opportunity here. Francis, Superior City. Pass into the middle is a great opportunity. A great save. A rebound. Another save. And a third shot. And another save. What a great defensive play. Gets his chest in the way. 3 point-blank opportunities for Superior City. And we talked about defense and goalkeeping, keeping the other team off the scoreboard. That was amazing.
A replay here. This is Holden Waldrum who's stepping in today in goal from the U21 team, and just fantastic. I think he gets 2 in the end. Just a really fantastic awareness from him on his senior debut for this season.
I did not catch the defender that made that chest save on that would-be goal. I don't know if that was Alvarez.
I think it may have been. Alvarez. But
just a heady play to put himself in
absolutely
position with his goalkeeper off the line. I mean, just incredible team defense here, right in minute number 2.
And 2 really interesting sort of scrappy moments on both ends of the pitch to start this game, right? I mean, we almost forgot already that there was a little bit of a wrestling match on the other end, right? I mean, that's as we were already talking about, these are 2 good teams. They can score some goals, and we're seeing that potential right now.
I think there's probably a few players on the Superior City bench wondering how they didn't get a tally there, but
yeah,
still 0-0. Again, early on, long ball played by Vlora, looking for Hoke. He's got a defender. I don't know if he caught a knee to the face. He's down, but play resumes down the pitch. Here comes Marsden once again. Slide tackle away there by Delaya.
We're going to have an injury pause. I don't know the nature of what the contact was. It's Easton Hoke down, but Easton Hoke versus Mally Lumsden. That's going to be a really interesting battle this whole game. Mally Lumsden's a veteran at this level of the game. He played for many years for Duluth and this team as well. That's going to be really interesting. Interestingly, he's marking Vlora's most potent forward right now. And Mally Lumsden actually is a striker who has moved into the back line the last couple of years. So, the interesting matchup.
That's a curious transition at this stage of his career, right? To leave, not moving from forward to mid or vice versa. So you can see that one line change, almost being interchangeable for some players. But boy, forward defense, that's impressive.
My recollection of it is, growing up, he played fullback. When he got to college, they moved him up front.
Okay.
And I think now that he's gone to the other end of that sort of 20s gap, he's solidifying that back line for Superior. So it's an interesting setup for them, but a lot to process already here.
Yeah, I was going to say, in my less than stellar playing career, I did move around quite a bit, and it was always interesting to me how even a couple years removed from a position, here's another opportunity, defense putting pressure on.
Oh my gosh.
Waldron comes out, makes yet another save. The third one for him, and all of them of the same nature, where he's coming out to face a defender that's right in the middle of the penalty area. Got to clean up action there in the back line, I think, for Vlora. Nice job getting that one.
So we got a free kick there.
Foul called against Superior City. But as I was saying, it was always interesting to me how even just a couple years removed from playing, like, let's say, midfield, I went back, played defense in high school, then started playing midfield after that. And I felt like a fish out of water for a few days. Like, okay, I got to get the feel of this back. And then it starts to come back. I'm not sure what exactly is going on between Alvarez and the center ref. Perhaps he moved it forward too much. I'm not really sure what.
I think on the initial attempt to take the free kick, it was blocked, but the ref had not actually signaled for it to be I think there was a disagreement about whether there should be a card off of some early contact, but they've sorted it out now.
Flicked on there by number 20. I'm guessing that's Da switching jerseys on me. Vlora men like to keep me on my toes here, putting on whatever jersey number strikes them. That was a sneaky shot there as well. Another save for Waldron.
Well, we have a moment. This game's been so fast that there's been no time to mention this. I have to say that it's really interesting seeing Holden Waldron today, because when I began covering high school sports in the Metro, I spent 8 months covering Maple Grove, and I caught his senior season as a goalkeeper. That was a couple of years ago now. So really interesting to see him after all these years, and he's looks as good as ever today, making some really fantastic saves.
It is fun to run into players that you've covered in the past or watched in the past, and all of a sudden you see them again and see how they've progressed in their careers. Catch some of that myself, calling high school games as well.
Absolutely.
Attempt for a heel there by Gonzalez. Unsuccessful. There you go. Barob shoots this one left side. Hoke, corner of the penalty area, trying to bring that one down to his feet. He does. Cross is too strong, but well played on back. Oh, a volley with a big shot. Too strong there as well, but first shot for Vlora off frame. I always love the volley opportunities, because if you hit those just right, you can really get a lot of power behind the ball. But boy, if you don't get on top of it, that's what happens, is it goes flying over the net. It just does it very quickly.
It's important to remember when watching soccer that anytime someone does something and it looks ridiculous, there was probably a very thin margin of that looking fantastic.
Exactly.
Sports are brutal in that way.
And I would argue with those that aren't familiar with soccer that it's even more so when you're not allowed to use your hands.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
The game, it's just completely different way of training. Nice job by Superior, not only depossessing Vlora, but keeping it in, and now pulling things back on the far side. Once again, Waldron out this time. Far less pressure. He's able to pick that one up. He's going to drop it for Alvarez. Via Alvarez. Push from behind. This is either going to be a foul or a throw. We'll see.
Looks like a foul.
Yeah. Mencia plays it around. Tasty in the far side plays it up. Nice pass. Opportunity here into the penalty area. No defender. The shot off the post and the rebound. Unable to come home. Nada, a golden opportunity there. Vlora finds the post.
A little unlucky there for Pena to just not be scoring. I mean, really solid shot. Really runs onto that initial pass well. I almost played a trick on my eyes. I thought it had gone in for a moment.
I did too, and was wondering if it actually hit the yellow
football.
The
back
That's
of
exactly what I was thinking too. And it occurred to me that wasn't the case when none of the players were reacting to what
Yes. Seeing Vlora warming up a little more here offensively. A little unlucky not to score there. The post hit, and then Nda just doesn't quite get over the ball with that shot. But those early saves are now allowing Vlora to really build into this one.
Pass to midfield, intercepted there. Just a little too weak. Green stepped in the way. Oh, nice job by Hoke. Settling that one down. Bring it back. See ya, far side. We'll try it again over the top, and we're going to have an offside flag up.
Seeing a little bit of a connection develop there, though. That's twice. I mean, and that did look offside, but relatively narrowly. That seems like a really dangerous space.
Well, the thing that I've noticed with both those is that the timing was right on from a perspective of the pass happening when the striker was anticipating, right?
Right.
You know, he got a little bit behind the last defender in this one, but it wasn't by much, like you
right.
said. And if that timing is on, that's going to create some more opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, great touch on the passes. You know, as we can see here, that one far too strong. Nobody there for Superior City. Nice pass outside the foot. Up the middle. This one is onside. Here comes Elia. Into the box with the defender. Left foot shot. Save. Rebound. Also saved. Nada pulls it back. He's got a left foot. Puts it across. Trying to find a teammate as he didn't have the angle to shoot. A lot of opportunities in the first 12 minutes on both sides of the pitch. This game setting up to be a really entertaining one thus far.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, both teams should feel unlucky not to have a goal or two. I mean, these are good shots. It's good defending, and it's good goalkeeping.
Far side, immediately crossed in. Hoke is there. Was onside, but couldn't get possession in the penalty area, and this one's played to the corner. Be a deep throw-in for Superior City. Opportunity here for Vlora to keep some pressure on and keep the ball down in this end. Maybe they can force a turnover, make something happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably worth noting, while we're still in the first half, this is a Vlora attack that had a busy day yesterday, scoring 5 plus an own goals in a National Amateur Cup game against United Serbians. And there's a couple of those players on the pitch right now. Easton Hoke, Pena as well, part of that. So a bit of a handball argument here, but it'll be interesting to see how quickly they can get the burners back on from a really busy Saturday.
All right, here we go.
Nice job by Zalea, pressuring the Spear City striker and forcing the turnover, getting the throw. Pena in the box. Oh, good hustle down there in the corner. That's still in. Oh, just out, but the throw-in is belonging. Oh, the AR pointed one way. The center ref disagrees. Took about 5-6 yards on that throw. Well played. Nice team defense there by Vlora's. Battisti comes way over to back up his backline teammates. Another throw here on the near touch. Imagine close to midfield. One out of the air by Vlora. Gonzalez will pull it back and play Battisti. Alvarez plays it long, and once again, the offside flag is up. Pena, I think maybe just a step too soon on that one.
Yeah, he's been really working the fine line of that old game today, and yeah, I think just a touch off on there, really close call, but he's looking very ready to be running onto these long balls, and a lot of them are quite accurate, so that's exciting to see. Lock there.
That pass deflected. Robe. Touch. Ross will throw this one in near midfield. Contact. No call. Waldron's going to give it a big boot. Midfield headed by Spear City straight to Vlora, but immediately won back, almost stolen back by Vlora. Nice pass far side. But the offside flag is up.
Really good moment of everyone stepping up when they needed to there, actually, because if that line is slightly different, that player is completely onside with a great space to run into.
Exactly.
It's a narrow call there.
Yeah, not only did they simultaneously step up at the same time, but they all picked their hands up to indicate the offside at the same time, too. So they were in sync from the word go, and here we've got another foul called. Polk going down again. Now this will be a free kick inside of 30 yards. Pretty well centered, so an opportunity to put one on frame here for Vlora should they choose. My Minnesota math says that ball's around the 18 of the football field, so the wall should be at the 8. They're cheating a little, in my opinion, but perhaps.
Ref's not spotting it, so.
There's a shot. It's a good one off the football crossbar.
Solid shot there from Inda. I mean, that had the dip it more or less needed, and it just didn't quite get down under the crossbar. But that's a solid take from him.
But goal kick restart here in minute number 19. Still 0-0, but plenty of action. 6 shots for Vlora, 5 for Superior City. Doing a great job playing with his back to the basket. Or the goal. Ooh, that one looked like that was deflected out by the defense. That's going to be a corner.
Yeah, really, really important intervention there, I think, from Lumsden. And for a moment, it looked like maybe there could be some sort of own goal situation, but he skied it as much as he needed to get over the net.
Hope jogging over. Looks like he'll be taking this corner. He's got one short option, and Barrow plays this one in the penalty area deep. Nobody there for Vlora. Played out by Superior City. Nice slide tackle. Oh, nice tap back. Good control here by Vlora. See if they can switch fields and make something happen on the other end. Hope's still over there after his corner. He's going to take a shot. Harmless. On frame nonetheless. Goalkeeper Senich making the save there for Superior City. Get a sloppy pass there by Ross. Ours couldn't keep it in.
Does feel a little bit like the pressure Vlora is trying to put on Superior is starting to turn into something more tangible. There's been some poor passes and some mix-ups trying to get out of the defensive third for Superior.
Poke down, no call. Ref says, please resume play. Play it near side. This is Ross. Nice job by Vlora intercepting in midfield. Alvarez. Da. Did a nice job pulling it down, but tough under pressure. He's running towards the line, just running out of real estate.
Yeah, just such little space to work with, frankly, in any direction of the ball there. But some good work to at least initially create a play there.
Alvarez always does a nice job of getting up and winning balls in the air, really at the highest point that he can get.
Yeah, absolutely. The Superior City player wanted something called there, but that looked pretty clean.
That's Francis for Superior City. He goes down in near the penalty area looking for potentially a throw, but they're going to play that one in the corner. Trying to get there was Ryan Tomsch, but well defended there by Vlora. They're going to play this one quickly the other side. His pass wide open temporarily in the middle. Foul called, Vlora kick. Fourth foul of the match on Superior City. None so far, I believe, on Vlora. An opportunity for Hulk if he can get there. He does. Well defended. Hulk losing these balls up above him, but looks like he has a bit of a height disadvantage against some of these taller defenders.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a hill to climb with some of these, but him and Ndar are doing a lot of good physical work. That being said, I mean they're really making the Superior back line work for the balls they are winning.
A little curious about the spot of the rethrow, and center ref agrees. A valiant effort, though. Big throw, but initially no Vlora teammate there. Play back, I believe that's Taguda for 5. Ross once again. Flicked on Alvarez. Trolls. Hope. Plays it through Globe. Long ball looking for Hoke. He's got him, but offside flag once again.
You know, that was really close. I'm not sure about that one, but Vlora are really trying to work those close offside situations, and unfortunately, that's always going to run the risk of a call coming against you. But
while they're getting the offside calls, one thing I'm noticing is the balls are well placed. Like none of these are in danger of the goalkeeper Senich making the play. They're either playing it wide enough for Senich can't get there, or they're putting the right pace on it to allow the striker to get there first. So
absolutely.
That looks really good from a Vlora perspective.
No, you're absolutely right. They're putting the right level of shallowness on those long passes, and if they can start getting the offside calls on their way, then be some really good chances here.
Errant ball in touch off of Superior City, so it'll be a throw for Vlora here. Zalea. Several teammates in the vicinity. Goes long. Gets it back. Nice job sticking with that one. Opportunity here to switch fields. Gonzalez. Tasty.
Picking each other's pockets there a little bit.
Yes. A lot of short precision passing there for Vlora, but just got that one knocked away. Pass number 4, and this should be a foul called. It is. Tasty whistle. We got a Superior City player down our side. Right near the touchline at midfield. It's William Francis. They might have taken one in the upper leg area, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. Just a mistimed collision more than anything from Battisti, but I'm sure the pain is genuine. But now a semi-deep free kick for Superior to work with here.
Opportunity to put one near the penalty area if they choose. See how they want to play this one. Get in a better spot on the turf. The box, and there's Alvarez winning play above the head again. Oh, and the run was going one way, the ball went the other. A little disappointed in the miscommunication there. Meanwhile, Superior City offside. It's good teamwork down there as Alvarez tying Waldrom's shoelaces.
all those sliding saves, I don't blame him if something came loose.
I suppose those goalkeeper mitts are so thick. You're
Yeah.
probably not able to tie shoes with them. Goalkeeping expert nodding in agreement here. Far side, some speed for Superior City. I believe that aggressiveness may have earned a corner.
Looks like it. Yeah, but really good intervention from I think it was Mencia, just getting in front of a really dangerous run and sacrificing what you have to sacrifice. Get that tackle in.
Second corner of the first half, an in swinger from the far side. Good corner. Shot well off the mark. Goal kick here for Vlora as they restart to Alvarez. Alvarez drawing the fall. An opportunity here for Vlora. They go over the top. Hulk. Timing was a little off on that one. Oh, a good step in just over the line. Leia read that one perfectly.
Yeah.
Tried to tap it to Hulk, just a little strong.
I think Hoka just wandered just an extra step off the line and just didn't quite have the space to come back to the ball. But
nice pressure there, forcing the turnover. 31st minute, still no score. Both teams have had some good chances. Shots in favor, 7-6 for Vlora. Quick feet there, saves that one. Hulk fouled. Fortunate for Vlora there, as that one was off of Hulk, so that would have been a throw for Superior City. But now we've got a opportunity here for Vlora to put one into the penalty area. Alvarez will take this one, just letting his teammates set up. Oh, now he's going to switch out.
maybe give some height in the box. Let Pena work the ball here.
Pena looking to put this one in. Nadad currently standing offside, and he needs to fix that. He knows it's not going to him, though. This one's headed on frame, but not nearly enough.
Yeah, good ball overall. I mean, they got into a good spot, and Batiste got onto it well, but the contact was just not decisive enough.
I almost wonder if he could have tried to bring that one back across to Nadab. That might have been an opportunity there. A lot of times you see that where the first guy to get that free kick is the one that actually shoots, but trying to set up a teammate. Also gets a lot of side-to-side movement, of course, from the goalkeeper.
Right. And Nda was placed well for that, but
Superior City with a throw into the penalty area. Immediately cleared out, but right back in there. Oh, nice defense. Getting that one temporarily out of danger. Was between Alvarez's legs. He got enough of it where he could control him. Clear. We do want to mention that today we are raising money for mental health awareness. The USC MHS. We can put a video up later when Katie is ready, but did want to mention that if you are watching, you want to come view the games. We have one more match tonight at 7, the women's match. Mental health awareness employees get in free, if I'm remembering correctly. Come join us for a beautiful evening of soccer here at Bob Pate Stadium in Burnsville. Big throw, headed down, not out. Scrum of players in there, no real dangerous shot, but a shot nonetheless. Waldron with his 5th save of the first half. Alvarez with some great control there. Eisendock. Quick counterattack opportunity here. Gonzalez plays it through. Nice sliding tackle to the back line. Just got a boot on that one. That gets through. That could have been a breakaway opportunity. And here's an opportunity too strong for City. Deasty. Aggressive pressure laid back to Waldron. Alvarez. Poke. Too strong. Far side, Spear City. Switches back, Marsden has it taken away. That clear is going to go into touch. It'll be a throw for Superior City on their half of midfield.
Good work on defense, Vlora!
I feel like Easton Hoke has really moved kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
We've seen him on the far side. We've seen him near side there. He was way back near the defensive line.
Yeah, he's really doing, he's listed as a midfielder. He does a lot of attacking, but today he's been really doing the full width of the midfield work. Fair share of defending, really like in and around the box.
Laura wanted a foul called. Talking to the assistant referee on that side. Now we're going to get a conversation, I think, with Alvarez. I don't think the AR liked Alvarez's tone, and the center ref's going to let him know. Just a verbal warning, no yellow.
It's if I'm not mistaken, no cards yet today, unless I'm forgetting something. And it's been one of those games where I think the ref's trying to avoid jumping too early on that. It has been pretty tense. There has been a lot of chippiness, though. So it'll be interesting to see how sort of the first 10 minutes of the second half look in terms of the ref having to manage the development of that.
As things continue to progress, without yellow cards, you can see the players start to get a little more aggressive with that, and just as the game goes on, that can tend to happen. I feel like he has been making calls for the most part, so at least it's kept things from getting really chippy. Double team.
Wow, well, here we go. Big call here.
Robe caught into the middle of a Superior City sandwich, and now we do have a yellow in the 38th minute.
And a second to the head coach, Otto Birdie, it looks like.
Oh, 2 yellows. I didn't catch the jersey number.
Yeah, let's see. He's walking towards the near side here. little too far to say, though. Standing right on that half circle there. 6.
All right, jersey number 6, thank you. And naturally, I don't have that as part of the starting 11. They probably switched jerseys as well. See if we can get that player name. Yeah, I'm not sure on the player name, but have the number. Meanwhile, free kick. Too far. Put a shot, but still run down. Oh, a great tackle there. Controlled by Superior City. They're going to counter. That's onside, but well on play. Oliver has no pressure taking his time. That one should be a Vlora throw as that was deflected off of their striker, Zena, on the far side. Still trying to figure out jersey numbers. It might have been Taguda. He's wearing 6. Well, here's an opportunity. Spirit City, they're free. They get held back. And they're no call, which I'm a little surprised. It looked like he had his hand quite a bit.
There was a pull for sure. Referee seems to be ruling it as a sort of a 50-50.
You're seeing on the camera the descent on the pitch. There's just as much descent from the stands as well for those.
Yeah, Superior not happy. I mean, for obvious reasons, Superior not happy about that call. Whatever your stance on it, obviously their stance is it would be a big penalty potentially. I'm blanking now if it was in or out of the box, but still discussing it.
Well, a clear goal-scoring opportunity, a yellow card at the very least.
Right, potentially a red.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a big call, no doubt about it. From here, it was clear that there was contact. I guess I don't know. It's hard to say whether the severity of the pull was actually intense enough to throw off the attack, but
Somehow
no call in the end.
Here, City feeds that one through. Player goes down. That one, easy no call in this broadcaster's opinion. Nice job getting out of pressure here. Vlora counterattack, 3-on-3. Got a player trailing at midfield. There he is. He's got a guy to his left. Uses him. Hoke. Touch. Shot. That one's blocked.
It's a big block. Big block from Lundson there.
Yeah, that one had the inside the far post written all over. We have the perfect angle on that shot. Throw. Hoke goes down. More physicality. I don't know how they missed that one. It looked like that was clearly bouncing off of Spirit City.
Yeah.
All right, good team, good team.
Well, you can continue to feel the heat turning up a little bit.
Yes, exactly. It's getting more intense out there. Still got a few minutes left in this half.
I think between the yellow card we had down here and now that no call on the other end of the field, it definitely feels like both sides have very strong opinions about how today's going.
Oh, nice control there by Vlora. Pulled back by Pena. Stolen. Zena. I was reading that. still too far for him to make a play, but at least forced it to be a good pass. If that thing was just off a little bit, he was in a position to pick that one off.
Absolutely. And in the end, he's kind of forced them to recycle that initial ball out from the goalkeeper now. Slow the play down a little bit.
So, yeah, nice job stepping in front of that one. A little bit of everything but a goal so far in the first half here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You missed the first few minutes. You missed a flurry by Superior City. 2 shots from about the penalty shot, the penalty kick area. Both saved point blank by Waldrum as he was well out of his net. The third rebound heading into the goal, and we believe it was Alvarez, was standing in the way, used his chest to stop the goal from being scored. Just a huge defensive play there. This one's thrown into the box. Headed to the side, but not out. Nice job by Vlora. Once again, looking to counterattack. Hoke tried to feed it across, but it comes back to Hoke. He's got some space. Quickly draws a defender. Now re-stolen here. Superior City, and there's a physical finish there by Battisti, and that's going to draw a yellow. 45th minute.
We've been talking about the simmering, and it definitely feels like this game is a touch of boiling now for both sides.
And that one, just from the body language of the contact that was initiated, that felt more intentional from my perspective. I mean, we're way up here, but it looked like he really went in with the shoulder. Like, I have every intent of making contact. Unfortunately, we have a Superior City player down, but he's being helped up.
Yeah, and interestingly, both those cards for each team have come from those sandwiching situations with against an offensive player. And in addition to the cards, general play, general commentary from the players, you can tell that there's a little bit of tension growing here. But we were thinking that the ref was trying to kind of restrain, and I think the game's just gone beyond the point where the ref can restrain from having a say.
Free kick from the 50. We are in extra time. 4 versus 4 there. Alvarez clears. And on his own, but a great heel pass. Barob, he's got Nda moving, tries to feed it through the defense. Tough pass to complete as Senich comes out. 2 defenders there as well.
It's a great combination. I mean, really, everything about that was fantastic. And even running onto that second pass did well, but Superior handled it really well between the 2 defenders and the goalkeeper.
Gonzalez did a nice job coming back, but couldn't quite be possessed. And now it's Superior City slowing things down, back line. We finish the second minute of extra time. Stoppage time, I should say. We got minute number 3 starting here in the 48th minute. Vlora, perhaps one last push to get something on frame here in the first half. Chipping that one forward, but a bit aspirational, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, he had runners to pick out. Not a bad idea per se. Just it went a little far, and Superior just had it covered. Superior back line has been handling those situations really well through this first half. Feels like the game where if we do have a decisive goal, it's either going to be something brilliant or something silly.
Yes.
Because both defenses are handling things really well in general, and goalkeepers. So someone's probably going to either have to do something really special or maybe something really scrappy.
And there's the final whistle of the first half. Some quick stats to recap. I have 9 shots on goal for Vlora, 7 for Superior City. Goalkeepers playing well, as you mentioned. We've got 5 saves for the goalkeeper for Vlora. That's Waldrum. 4 saves for Superior City's netminder, Drew Senich. 2 corners for Superior City, 1 for Vlora, and 6 or 7 fouls. I started to lose track there. Things got a little aggressive, and maybe 2 or 3 fouls on Vlora. So we'll be back for the second half of an exciting first half. It's still 0-0. Be back in just a few minutes. Be sure to stick around, folks.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Bob Pate Stadium in Burnsville, Minnesota. At Burnsville High School, it's the United Premier Soccer League match between Superior City and Vlora. My name is Skip Newton, here with Dominic Pisonio. A entertaining and somehow scoreless first half, Dominic.
Yeah.
We saw a lot. It was like I said, it was entertaining, but somebody's going to have to figure out a way to break through the back line and the goalkeeping of one of these squads if they're going to get 3 points tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think of the games that we've done together, I think there's been a first half goal from someone in every game. This was about as entertaining as a 0-0 45 can be. And yeah, the question really is, when you have a first half where both teams probably deserve something out of it, great saves, good shots, good passes, somebody has to break that deadlock. How are they going to do it? I think it's anybody's guess at who is going to do it right now. Both teams look dangerous. Both teams probably have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after that first half. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a really fascinating second half.
Yeah, things are getting exciting here. Besides the shots and saves and good pressure put on by both teams and good defense in the back line to keep the sheets clean, we've had some escalating, how do we want to say it, action on the field, if you will. A couple of yellow cards in the 38th minute, both to Superior City, one to a player that's number 6, Tadiwanashi Taguda, and then a bench yellow to Coach Adalberti at the same time, part of the same play. And then in the 45th minute, Vlora got on the booking as well. Number 5, Rodolfo Battisti with a aggressive shoulder to a Superior City player. So those two players need to be a little cautious of not only their play, but their mouth here in the second half.
Yeah, I think, frankly, in that first half, folks watching are going to have one opinion or another about it, but I think the head referee clearly had a intent of how he wanted to manage tension. And that went how it went. It's going to be really curious to see what he does now with the second 45, because it escalated. He had to get some cards out. Presumably, these players are not going to suddenly be dramatically calmer in the second half of this game. So what does he do with that? Does he try to reset a little bit? Does he, it's going to be, frankly, an interesting game officiating wise, I think, for the rest of the day.
Absolutely. You think about halftime, and we always talk about what are the teams going to do to adjust? How are they going to get that breakthrough goal? What you don't talk about is the referees get together as well,
right,
and talk during halftime. I mean, I guess we just usually presume they're talking about, hey, what are you doing after the game? You're going to dinner? Who knows, right? But they might be talking about the game too. Like, all right, I think we got to start tightening things up, or this could get out of control. So maybe they'll adjust. Vlora wearing white going left to right. They'll have a bit of a breeze at their backs, but it's not a significant enough one where I think it's going to have a drastic impact on play. As now Superior City possession near side. 15 looks to be new to the pitch, so we'll get that name if we can rely on the roster with the jersey numbers. That's a significant if I'm using there. And as I say that, no number 15. So surprise, surprise, we'll just move on. Pena. Battisti, we mentioned, with that booking in the first half. Gonzalez plays it back. Alvarez. Poke far side. Barobe. His cross was deflected off of Ross. This will be a corner kick. The first of the half. Second of the game for Vlora. In swinger. Alvarez gets it there, tries to bring it back. Opportunity and a goal! Alvarez with a great pass across. And he finds Battisti on the far side, who puts it home.
What a goal. And, we talked a little bit about it was either going to be something special or something scrappy, and that was a little bit of both. Some tight work in the box there, but a great header connection between the two defenders.
So the corner, as you mentioned, the two defenders hooking up. It is Rodolfo Batiste with the goal, the assist, going to Alvarez, Oscar Alvarez.
Da here launched it.
Apologize, we're dealing with a scoreboard issue. And nice play there by goalkeeper Senich to come out. The big goal off the corner. Vlora scoring early, breaking through. We should also mention we focus so much on the great header by Alvarez across to Batiste with another good header, finishing, but a really nice corner kick.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Oak. He put that in a perfect spot over the head and out of the reach of Senich. We got a foul called and a free kick here for Vlora, looking to put some more pressure on. Get another goal, an opportunity here if they're onside. Alvarez flicks again with his pad, but he is offside as the flag is up. Alvarez doing some work in the penalty area with the head.
And he had Batiste right behind him. I think they're both hungry for another goal involvement right off the bat of that opener.
2 goals in one half from a head to a head from 2 state players. That would be impressive. That would be really exciting. Nice job by Vlora. Dispossessing here. As Pena goes down, we're going to have a throw in here for Spear City. Like the intensity from Vlora picked up a little bit. There's a foul called. I think we're going to have another yellow.
I think a bit of a shove is the source of that one.
I believe that's on Johnny Oliveira. Am I correct, or is that on? Is that on Pena?
I think it might have been on Pena.
Okay, well, yeah, 18. Go with that. His first booking. 2 apiece now at the yellow card score sheet. Flicked forward, Batiste just stretching enough to make that one. Oh, and stolen back nicely here by Spear City. Left foot shot. Offside flag is up, no shot.
It's a nice save regardless from Holdrum, but yeah, we're still seeing that chippy energy for sure in this game. I don't think that's going anywhere. And maybe the goal will actually make it a little more intense now that Superior have to chase the equalizer.
Alvarez, left foot boot. Dangerous play up top if the player's okay. Lumsden with a nice couple of defensive plays there. Didn't like the result of his pass.
You see what he was thinking, but it was too deep for anyone to really get to it.
Played far side. Back to Alvarez. Good pressure there by Superior City. Earned the throw. Nice moves. Oh, and there's a obvious trip. Down goes Galea.
Oh.
And the yellow, another booking. Minute number 53.
It's on 18.
All right. That's Ryan Tomsch or Tomshi? Tomshi, maybe? Apologize. Not sure how to pronounce that one, but he gets his first booking here, and we thought maybe things would pick up in that department here in the second half, and so far it's happened. Oh, nice move. Opportunity here for Vlora. Pass across. A shot that didn't even cross the goal line. So it makes you wonder if was he trying to bring that back to a teammate.
Yeah, hard to say what he was aiming for there. It ended up staying in for quite a while, but the throw-in doesn't really just Superior's way.
Long shot. It's a good one. Off the football crossbar. Nice job by back line there. Controlling that one. Some really good play here by Vlora. Putting the pressure on. Pena, give and go. Keeps it in. Wins it back. Oliveira. Now, oh, nice flick. Right foot shot. That one's blocked. Bravo from Nada. Very clever pass.
Absolutely. Really nicely done back heel. Made good contact, but kept it soft. Didn't let the ball wander too far, and it's Lumsden again with a really big intervention.
Last time, Polk was on the far side of the field taking a corner kick. Resulted in the lone goal here this evening. Let's see how he does on the near side. Outswinger. Along. Good communication there. There's a flick. That one's blocked. Shot is Battisti once again. Tough volley. The number of balls that Alvarez gets ahead on is really quite impressive. It's just such a heady player. Here all night, folks. Not getting enough. We get a whole other game. Women coming up next, 7 o'clock. Turnover forced. Vlora really picking up their possession game here in the second half. A little miscommunication on that pass there, but it's not going to get out. Oh, well shielded.
I'll knock on wood as I say this, but I will say that it feels like these last so many minutes, maybe 5 so minutes before the goal, in sense that the game still feels tense. It feels a little chippy, but it feels like Vlora is finding a little more purity in what they're doing. And it's looked a little cleaner in terms of the actual play. It's looked a little cleaner, a little more precise. Some of those passes have looked really, really impressive.
Apologize, I missed what was causing the delay, but we're back. Beginning of the 58th minute, there's another takeaway opportunity here for Vlora. Plays the perfect of the ball. Is he offside? Yes, sir.
Really clever ball from
Hulk.
Oh, wow.
It was an offside. I'm not sure why they're not letting him take it. Did they wave off the offside because he picked up the ball?
I think there might be a miscommunication with the center ref and the AR about whether it was even offside. Because he did, I saw him raise the flag.
Yeah, we saw the flag up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the center ref called. Because I've seen it where
that's true.
If the keeper picks it up, they'll just I don't know. This is a curious one. Regardless, Easton Hulk with a brilliant play. I mean, the worst case scenario here is they're going to wave it off.
Alvarez is clapping. I think they're allowing it.
So this is a goal.
Yeah, this is an unassisted goal for Easton Hulk, excuse me. Just kind of stays really aware of the development of this play and sees that the ref has decided not to actually stop the play, which means that once the goalie places the ball down, it's a live ball that he can touch. I feel for the goalie. It's a very there's a lot of minutia there. There's a lot of, but so I can appreciate Superior probably feeling hard done, but it's a clever goal.
Maybe the least enthusiastic goal call of my short but illustrious broadcasting career.
Yeah, very well.
I mean, I pretty much called that like it was a question. Is that a goal?
Scoring for Vlora in the 58th minute. Number 7, Easton Hoke, unassisted. Easton Hoke, minute number 58.
All right, and a big clear. I think that one left the stadium.
That one's in Apple Valley now.
Yes. Gonzalez got a little pent-up aggression, I think, on that one. So we've played for an hour now, and it's 2-0. And I think
oh boy,
Don knew he was offside. He held up a very heady play there. Also had a teammate making an outside run. Just brilliant communication, really.
Yeah, really good work from Pena just to know he's got to stay on that one, and then Dodd to know he's got to leave it.
The connection and the creativity of the front attacking players for Vlora really starting to show itself here in the second half.
Yeah, some really nice. Ironically, the 2 goals have not especially come from it, but there's been some really nice movement.
More chippiness as a foul is called on Superior City. Falling behind on the ball call tallies, but it's starting to get up there. TC's okay. Gonzalez and Battisti playing catch. They'll use Waldrum. Nice tackle there by Braun. Defender Nicholas Braun of Superior City.
And we've seen some really good work from Ibra and Dot today, just playing physical, taking some hits, holding the ball up, and just kind of it's not the flashiest part of the offensive work, but he's really been getting that done today.
Goes down there.
It's a
handball foul called. Tough play for Superior City. You're trying to advance the ball. You're controlling a bouncing ball, and it just catches your hand on the way back up. Goal scorer. Goal number 2 there, Hope, far side. Nice pass in the middle. Alvarez will throw this one in. We have a substitution coming for Superior City. Evan Ridd leaving the pitch. Entering number 8. According to this is London Flohog. That really uses his size well to shield the defender. It's like the defender doesn't even try to get around him because he's so big. It's flipped farther in and misplayed by the defense. An opportunity here, but well recovered there by Superior City. Oh, they earned the throw-in as well.
Yeah, some nice clean up there. And just on that note about it, I think it's easy to assume that when you've got a big frame to work with, that's an easy thing to do in soccer. But there's actually really an art to being able to use that in something that really fuels the artistic side of the game. And I think Ndaw's showing that today.
Well, and I think human nature for the center ref too. Any time there's contact and one player is significantly bigger than the other, if the smaller player goes down, they tend to get the foul called, even if it's not a foul. But it's just, again, human nature. Here's again trying to feed something through. Just a lot of blue jerseys in the mix. Chipped over, recognizing that perhaps he was in an offside position. Let that one go. Long ball on the ground, intercepted by Vlora's back line. Nice control there. Back to Oliveira. Batiste will play it all the way back. Waldrum up to next level, back to Batiste. Looking for a runner, couldn't find one. Plays it short. That one's intercepted. Lobbed in the penalty area, brought down. Superior City. Defender there. Nice move, good defense, but Superior City earns the corner.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Superior City, you really do have to start creating chances again here. They've had a little bit of a slump now in terms of really big moments offensively, and they've got to reset a tone pretty soon if they want this to not get away from them.
Yeah, 25 minutes remain in the regulation 90, but this corner, golden opportunity, headed straight down. Nice job winning that one in the air. That was Ryan Tomchi, but couldn't get anything on that. Save made by Holden Waldron. Pena. Oliveira, Oak. Now on this side of the pitch. Looked up to Oak. Push from behind. Played quickly. Wide open in the goal. The quick restart. Easton Hoke. Minute number 67.
Another really clever play from Hoke, just to stay aware, to see that he has the option to play the ball. Finds Nda really smoothly.
And all of a sudden, what was a 0-0 game at half here in the first half of the second half. 3 goals for Vlora there, starting to run away with this one.
Yeah, a little bit. Like you said, at halftime, this felt like a very even game. I mean, in a way, it still is a very even game, but Vlora just really clinical when they have chances here.
Scoring for Vlora in the 67th minute. Number 20, Nda. Assist to number 7, Easton Hoke. Nda from Hoke for Vlora, minute number 67.
Good defense there by Vlora. Opportunity to get on the board now with another corner for Superior City, but at this point, we talked at 2-0 just a couple of minutes ago. The corner, like, they got to start taking advantage of these chances. I mean, I don't want to say this is almost a must-score opportunity because anything can happen with this left-foot swinger, but boy, they're running out of time. A 3-0 deficit is a big hill to climb.
Yeah, it was true before, and it's just more true now that they really do need to make something happen to give themselves a chance of a snowballing effect.
A little bit of a huddle and conversation with the center ref there, and now we get the corner. I believe that was off of. I thought that one bounced off the Vlora defender.
It certainly hit Battisti. It must have hit the Superior City player again. I'm not sure. I certainly saw Battisti get onto it. But the call isn't really being argued. So down there must have been some third contact that we missed.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Whenever the call happens and nobody on the field and the pitch is arguing, then you're like, okay, they clearly got it right.
Something happened. That being said, that was a danger. I mean, that was a really solid corner delivery from Superior City and a very solid near post header. So they're doing what they can to be in this game still.
Struggling to get control, won by Superior City. Lumsden with some time. Long ball, near side. Tough ball to control there by number 17. Really has to bring that down perfectly. He's got no margin for error as Waldrum out of his back line to make that play.
Yeah. Waldrum was ready, and like you said, it's one of those situations the player really has to nail that perfectly, and it wasn't necessarily even a terrible touch, but any extra space is just got a giveaway here.
Yeah, turnover, injury, holding his back, and play resumes. There's a shot well high. Battisti holding his lower back on the right side. I didn't see massive contact.
No.
I don't know. Maybe he
It might have been the landing,
right,
perhaps.
Yeah. I'm presuming it's not where those of us at my age, we do something totally on our own, and all of a sudden, yeah, that hurts the old back. It's probably not his issue, but
Got some subs coming in here.
we'll get those substitutions in just a bit as Vlora's bringing a couple of players off the bench.
Looks like Sohail for Pena is the one I caught. I'm not sure. I don't think anymore was made for Vlora.
There is Sohail right there. Behind the dot. It's by one guy, but nice team defense. Superior City checking back. Ebrahimi, Sohail Ebrahimi, number 11, as we mentioned earlier, into the game for Vlora. Nice control there over to Gonzalez. Run from the back line, Hope far side, passes across. That's tipped further by the goalkeeper. Sohail played it in, gets it right back. Goes deep, trying to find a way through. Is that number 14? Is that Ivan Panergo? The jersey matching the player. Looking to Katie for confirmation. In the match for Vlora as they get another corner. I'm being told that's Avery Larson. Musical jerseys continues.
And I believe he's come on for Barab. I believe that's what that change was in the midfield. Larson for Barab.
Oh. 75th minute. Vlora pressuring once again. Larson. Shot blocked. Cleared. Alvarez. I think he caught Waldron's video.
Yes, he was almost certainly drinking water on the far post there, but another impressive awareness from him to drop the bottle instantly and get back into position. So.
And a reminder why you should attend games in person. You would have picked up on that, perhaps, on camera. Oh, clever little cross into the 18, and nobody home for Superior City. Nothing but white jerseys there, but that pass goes the wrong way for Superior City, and now we've got Vlora with a long ball to the corner, nobody home.
Yeah, Larson gave a little gesture to the forwards, saying I think he expected someone to go for that. A little miscommunication, but to his defense, he just came on, so perhaps still connecting with his teammates.
Run by Sohail, onside, the shot into the side net.
A really wonderful ball from Nacho Gonzalez there. And a good athletic, connection with the ball from Sohail to get up and get a hit there, but a little wild in the end.
Oh, a nice job blocking that one, Gonzalez, and somehow managing to maintain control.
Fortunately, the pass afterwards is ends up going to the goalkeeper, but some really nice forward defending from Gonzalez. And this late in a game that's in this direction, that block like that can be a little bit of a statement. It's when they talk about a tackle in the box being like a goal, that kind of helps set the tone a little bit about where things are at in this game.
Wayward pass intercepted by Battisti. Gets it back from Hulk. Battisti working his way all the way back to his defensive position there with multiple touches, all doing so. So Hale tried to flick that one on to a running Oliveira, couldn't connect. Now here's Superior City. Big cross. Got a teammate over there, and I don't believe that was really what they wanted to do. Play resumes. 79th minute.
I think if you're Superior City right now, I think the real issue here is just that it feels like in the second half they haven't really resumed the attacking pressure they had in the first. In that first half, Holden was everywhere, diving around, and in this half he just hasn't had to do too much to maintain this clean sheet, and they just haven't quite had the same space.
Holden doing a nice job coming out. Goes down.
No?
I don't think there was any contact. I wonder if he hurt himself.
Yeah, my first thought was perhaps because of his landing on his shoulder, but he actually grabbed his leg. It looked like there.
And the last thing the Vlora needs is an injury goalkeeper. Trainer urging teammates to seek discussion elsewhere. I'm going to hand the mic over to Katie Brink. She's going to talk about a fun event we're doing today, the Awareness for Mental Health. Take it away, Katie.
Hey, everybody. It is May's Mental Health Awareness Month, and today at Bobcade Stadium, we're having Mental Health Awareness Day for Vlora FC. The triple header, we had a game, our U21 team played 1 o'clock, at our 4 o'clock game right now, and we've got a 7 o'clock game for the women's men up next. We're doing this in conjunction with an organization called US Center for Mental Health and Sport. What they do is they do training for anybody related to the sports community, for players, for coaches, for admin people, for live stream producers,
Yes.
Anybody related to sport, about mental health issues that are sport specific. For instance, a player grows up playing in club soccer and that team's like a family to them all the way through their youth. And then they hit college and they lose that family. And sometimes that can trigger a sort of depression in a player. So that's one example of something that I learned when I did training at US Center for Mental Health and Sport. So they're trying to raise money. They're a small nonprofit to do their training. So it's a great cause. And as you can see on the live stream right now, there's a QR code in the corner. If you scan that with your phone, we'd appreciate it if you send a little bit of money their way for the great work they do to make all of our sports environments healthier for everyone.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And again, it would be really helpful for those of you who are able to donate, if you can, what you can. Every little bit definitely does help. We're still in a injury break here on what seemed like a rather innocent play. The goalkeeper for Vlora, Holden Waldrum, goes down.
Yeah.
And the trainer tending to his like a lower leg injury.
Yeah, potentially.
But he definitely looks like he's in pain, unfortunately. This is not.
No, it looked very genuine. Yep. Definitely so. It's hard to say exactly what the series of events were that caused it, but something about that landing, perhaps.
I don't know if he caught it weird in the turf or just landed funny, rolled it. Really tough to say from our distance.
So he might be getting up now.
Good news is he's getting up.
Do have a substitution prepared. Okay, he's coming on. So
Gingerly walking off the pitch, he's going to take the shortest distance to get off. So the new goalkeeper for Vlora will be Freddie Villanueva.
well, he's got some time here to show what he can do at the Premier Division level. That was already a day of a new face in goal, and now Freddie gets a chance to kind of step into a game that's a little bit settled and marshal out this defense.
And the way Vlora has really controlled play here in the second half, not a bad game to come in as a backup goalkeeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a good platform for him.
Clever flick back to himself there by Nacho Gonzalez. 84th minute, which now definitely have quite a bit of stoppage time. Assuming at least 5 minutes will be added on. Of course, with our scoreboard issues at the beginning, we're not sure what minute it really is, but we're going to go with the 85th.
Folks doing some dancing here on the far side. Ooh, and for a back heel didn't quite work out.
That back heel didn't work, but I feel like I've seen more successful back heels from Vlora in this one game than I typically
absolutely.
see in quite a few combined.
Including a very nice setup from Nda earlier.
Once the goals started, the intensity, I feel like, has come down a little
Lum's
here.
in
A nice
here.
ball. Freddie diving, forcing it farther out, but we do have an offside flag up.
I was just thinking to mention that Superior City have made an adjustment. They've actually thrown Lumsden up front. I mentioned before he has a background as a forward. He's playing as a center back for them, but he has been a forward for Duluth FC, Scholastica, Lake Superior College. And I think that a last bid to try to get this game going, they've kind of thrown him up there to bring a little more physicality, a little more speed.
Down 3 goals with 5 to play in regulation. And at this point, there really isn't a bad idea. I think try to do something.
Change it up and force the Vlora back line to adjust how they're marking space.
Hope in a foot race. He'll get there. Brings it back, but couldn't stop his own momentum. Superior City midfield. Run to the outside. Villanueva. Nice job making sure that only he was going to get to that one. Lets it go out for the goal kick. And a couple more substitutions coming in for Vlora, stepping off Nacho Gonzalez.
I think we might have Hugo Perez coming in here. Yeah.
Hugo Perez.
Perhaps a little intention there. Perez certainly able to play forward, moving forward, but maybe someone a little more defensively minded than Nacho Gonzalez, just to make sure that Vlora can keep this clean sheet alive.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is give up a goal and just give Superior City some hope, right? Like, the backup goalkeeper is in. You're already started with a backup goalkeeper. Momentum is a strange thing in sports, and things can go the other way in a hurry. So, yeah, just be cautious and make sure that the control that they've done such a good job of maintaining this half continues throughout the 90 and then whatever stoppage time we have.
Absolutely. Ooh. No call there. I mean, it looked like potentially some contact on Sohail as he ran in the box there. More than happy to go with the ref having that one right. It's hard to say from up here, but Sohail certainly wanted something out of that.
I think maybe that being in the box and a 3-0 lead perhaps says that we're not going to give the penalty to Vlora. Superior City near side. Defender falls down. Battisti was defending, coming in. Well defended there. Couldn't get it. He clearly wanted the right foot shot. Oh, and that clear just blocked accidentally right into the lower extremities of Battisti. A little surprised by the lack of pressure here by Superior City when they get it in the penalty area. I would have expected a lot of blue jerseys in the area trying to win something. It was a 1-on-4.
I wonder if there's an element here of wanting to prevent the scoreline from getting worse, right? They want to not get themselves in a situation where this starts to have reverberating effects on their momentum. This is a team that is very much wanting to be in the playoffs this year.
Substitution coming for Superior City. Nice steal. Vlora, number 13. Go with Hanks on that. Dan Hanks. And the offside flag goes up. The foot race between Villanueva and the striker for Superior City. I don't think he liked the call.
I have to give credit to the crowd tonight. They've done well to give their opinions on all the play today, which is part of why we enjoy the sport. Is that connection? So.
And at the high school level or the UPSL level, when the crowds aren't thousands,
yes,
but dozens, each individual voice can be heard if it wants to be, and I think that adds an element as well. You can really pick out the more passionate fans, at least vocally.
Absolutely.
This possession here, Larson, far corner, Oak, goal and an assist this half. slips on the turf, but recovers.
I think we really got to give credit to, but there's quite a few Vlora players today that played yesterday that have played virtually the entire game today. Some of these guys have really put the miles on this weekend, and then they're continuing to play well.
Superior City out of their own end, though. Play it long.
Oof. Lumsden.
And all alone. Oh, a big save! Villanueva! A huge save off the boot of Lumsden. Keeping the sheet clean.
Very impressive. That's a hard spot to be in. Lumsden had a lot of space to work with, and Villanueva just stuck to what he knew and got in front of it, stayed big. Sort of his first real big action today since coming on.
Nice pass through, splitting the defenders. Rahimi down there, pressuring the back line. Throw in coming. Lost a shin guard. Good battle down there. Don, his defender.
Yeah, some good possession at the end of the pitch now, really, just to kind of get the time flowing, keep the ball away from the Vlora defensive third. Maybe find a fourth goal.
Sheds his defender and pulled it back, and he'll take the corner. I don't know if he just didn't see an open teammate or didn't feel like he had the angle. Maybe a defender was in the way of the cross.
But, on a day where set pieces have really gone Vlora's way, it also doesn't hurt to give Easton Hote a chance to dish something out here.
Staying short. We hope that option. He goes in the penalty area. There's a header. Oh! A brilliant finish. 96th minute. Battisti puts one home. 4-0 Vlora.
Really impressive day from both of those players. Battisti with 2 goals, a clean sheet still in hand. Hoke causing endless trouble for Superior City today.
Scoring for Vlora in minute number 96. Number 5, Rodolfo Battisti. Assist to number 7, Easton Hoke. Battisti from Hoke in the 96th minute for Vlora.
An exclamation point there for Vlora on a brilliant second half. Turning a scoreless first half into a 4-0 blowout. And unfortunately, Da is down. Word he's had knee issues in the past, so we definitely don't want to see this. Larson over there saying, "You're fine, get up." Perhaps walk towards the bench and get out at this late stage. Another heel pass. Stoppage time continues. Of course, we had a long injury timeout for starting goalkeeper Holden Waldrum. And there is the final whistle. We were a little concerned at halftime, Dominic, that things might continue to escalate from just a intensity standpoint. Things were starting to get a little chippy in the first half. I thought maybe we saw a little bit of that come to reality in the second half, but then really Vlora just took over with their play.
Yeah, I think, like you said, that was brimming. It was going to happen, I think, and then the dominance Vlora had, the goals starting to rack up. I think it just kind of put the game down a little bit, and left Superior City in a place where they were certainly still trying to get back in the game, but some of that chippiness that was between the two teams just wasn't there anymore.
But a nice win here for Vlora as they move to 4 wins and 1 draw on the season, now up to 13 points. So depending on the outcome of other matches, they could be in first place, or at least a tie for that. Again, 4 goals here in the second half. 2 goals by Battisti, 1 goal by Da, and 1 by Isid Hoke, who also had 2 assists. Thank you so much to Katie Brink for the awesome work, not only producing the show, but with the information on Mental Health Awareness Month in our event here today. We'll be doing more of that in our final game from Bob Pate Stadium here in Burnsville, as we have the women's match coming up in just an hour. Also, big shout out to Jane on the drums. And for Dominic, this is Skip Newton signing off. Once again, Vlora with a big win, 4-0.